Someone is planning something that will touch your heart in a way you never imagined. A romantic surprise, full of sincere intentions, is about to happen. Are you ready to experience this moment? Don't miss out. This is for you. You may think you have already lived through special moments, but what is coming is different. There is something being prepared with a care that transcends words. Every detail has been thought out to speak directly to your heart. It's not about expensive gifts or grand theatrical gestures. It's about meaning, about intention, about making you feel unique. Imagine a moment when time seems to stand still. You look around, and everything that matters is there. You and this gesture that has the power to transform not just the moment, but what you believe about love and connection. It's that kind of surprise. Simple, direct, but so profound that it stays with you. The question is, are you open to it? Are you willing to accept and value something that goes straight to your core? Because, you see, this is not just any display. This is not a simple "I care." It's much more. It's someone saying without words that they see you like no one else does, that they recognize your details, that they know what makes your eyes shine, that they understand what makes your heart race. This goes beyond a common romantic gesture. It's a way of saying that you matter in a way you might not even know, and most importantly, there is no rush, but there is urgency in the significance. Not because you need to hurry, but because moments like this are rare. They are the ones you remember even after a long time. They are the ones that make you think, this was made for me. No one else, just for me. And when something like this comes to you, how do you respond? How do you receive it? Because accepting is also an act of courage. Maybe you are thinking, why all this? Why now? I tell you, because true love doesn't choose the time. It just happens. And when someone chooses to show it so clearly, without expecting something in return, you need to understand that it is special. It is not something to be ignored or treated with indifference. It is to be lived. This surprise is more than a moment. It is a portal, a turning point, a reminder that life can be more intense, more meaningful when someone is willing to put their heart into every gesture. Think about it, and think about how you will respond, because the next step is in your hands. You might be wondering what this surprise really means. Is it something big? Is it something small? Let me be direct. The size of the gesture doesn't matter, but the impact it will have on you. What is being prepared is not meant to be extravagant, but rather unforgettable. It's about conveying something that words may not fully express. Imagine the sensation of being surprised so genuinely that for a few moments the world around you disappears. It's just you and this moment, created with a purpose, to touch your heart. And the most interesting thing? This gesture is not bound by rules. It doesn't follow patterns. It is unique because it is for you. Is there a note? Maybe. A gift? Who knows? It could be a special place, a touch, a look, or even simple words, but spoken with the depth that you deserve. What matters is that every detail was thought of for you, not to impress others, but to touch your essence, to remind you that you are seen, that you are valued, that you are important. You may think that you are not prepared for something like this. Maybe it catches you off guard in a way you didn't expect, and you know what? That's okay. The beauty of moments like these is that they don't require anything from you except presence. Just be there. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to live what is being given to you. Don't worry about perfect answers or planned reactions. Just be yourself. What this surprise means is that someone somewhere is thinking of you right now, thinking about how to make you smile, how to warm your day, how to make your life a bit lighter. This is more than just a simple gesture. It's a connection. It's a way of saying that you are not alone, that you are special in a way that words can't always capture. And if you still have doubts, let me be clearer. This is not about creating impossible expectations. It's about creating a moment that reminds you of what truly matters. It's about bringing you back to what is genuine, authentic, and deeply human. You deserve this, even if you sometimes forget. Now, it's up to you to be open to this. Don't close the doors to something that can change your day, your week, or even the way you see the connections around you. Sometimes simply saying yes to something unexpected is what creates the most memorable moments in life. Don't resist what is coming. Accept, feel, live. This surprise is not an empty promise. It's a gift. And like all gifts, it only truly comes to life when you accept it. Not with distrust, not with fear, but with an open heart. Because in the end, that's what we all want, isn't it? Someone who sees the best in us and is willing to remind us of it. This is your chance. There is still more to say. More about how this will impact you, about what might come next, about what this means in the larger context of your life. But for now, let me ask you something. Are you ready to accept what is being offered? Ready to live this moment without hesitation? Ready to let your heart speak louder than reason? Because deep down all of this is about you, about what you feel, about what you need, and above all, about what you deserve. This is the truth behind every detail of this surprise, and you deserve to know that. Every part of it was thought out with you in mind, every choice, every word, every gesture. All of this is to show you something that you may already know but need to feel again, that you are special. And this, my friend, is what makes everything so meaningful. Not the size of the gesture, but the heart behind it. So the question remains, are you ready? Ready to open your arms and receive what is coming for you? Because if you are, I can guarantee one thing. It will be a moment that will stay with you forever. Now think about it, and when you are ready, allow yourself to live what is about to happen, because love, in all its forms, deserves to be lived, and you deserve to feel it in your bones. Perhaps you are wondering why this is happening now, why someone would dedicate so much time and energy to create something solely for you. The answer is simple but profound. Because you deserve it. Because someone saw something special in you, something that maybe you haven't fully realized yourself. And at this moment, that person is about to remind you of it in a way you will never forget. Life sometimes moves too fast. Moments of true connection become rare, almost scarce. But this surprise, this gesture that is on its way, is not just a pause in the rush, it's a reminder, a call for you to slow down and realize that even amidst the chaos there is room for the unexpected, for genuine affection, for something that doesn't need an explanation, just a feeling. You might even be hesitant, it's natural. The vulnerability that comes with the unexpected can be frightening. But let me tell you something, it's exactly in these situations that we grow. When we allow ourselves to step out of our barriers, when we open our hearts to something we didn't plan for, that's where the magic happens. And this surprise is magical, not because it's extraordinary in itself, but because it was made for you, with you in mind. Now imagine, maybe you come home and find something simple, but carrying profound meaning. A handwritten letter, each word chosen with care, a small gesture, but that says much more than 1,000 conversations. Or maybe it's something different, something you would never expect, but that makes perfect sense the moment it happens. The beauty lies exactly in this, in authenticity, in the fact that this doesn't follow a generic script, but what is perfect for you. And do you know what makes all this even more special? The effort, the care. Because the person who planned this surprise didn't do it out of obligation, but out of desire. For wanting to see the sparkle in your eyes, the smile on your face, for wanting to provide you with a moment that will be cherished forever, no matter what happens afterward. That's what it's about, creating memories that warm the heart, even on the most difficult days. If you are reading this now, understand that this surprise is not just about the moment itself. It is about what it represents. A gesture like this carries silent messages. It says, I see you. It says, I care. It says, you are important to me. And when someone tells you that, even without words, it is something that deserves to be valued. But the real question is, are you ready to let this touch you? To allow yourself to live a moment that was not planned by you, but was made for you? Because sometimes the greatest gift we can give ourselves is to accept what others want to offer us. It is to open your heart to something that may take you out of your comfort zone, but that reminds you of what truly matters. It is not just about romance or deep feelings. It is about humanity, about connection, about understanding that in a world where everything seems so rushed and superficial, someone decided to stop and take some time just for you, to make you feel, to remind you that life, when truly lived, is made up of these small great moments. And if this still has not convinced you, then allow me to be more direct. What do you have to lose? If you open your arms to this surprise, the worst that can happen is you feel touched, valued, loved. But if you do not allow yourself to experience this, you will always wonder what could have been. Do not live with that doubt. Do not carry that uncertainty, because life is already full of what-ifs. Do not add another one to the list. Now I will ask you something simple. Take a deep breath. Think about everything you have experienced up until now, about everything that has brought you to this moment, and then ask yourself, why not? Why not live this? Why not accept something that was clearly made with so much care and intention? Because deep down, you know you deserve it. Maybe you have forgotten it at some point, but this surprise is here to remind you. And when it happens, remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be a fairy tale, it only needs to be real. And it will be, because the intention behind it is so sincere, so authentic, that you will feel it in the very first moment. So, get ready, be present. Allow yourself to be surprised. What is coming may not change the world, but it has the power to change yours. And sometimes that's all we need, a spark, a moment, something that pulls us out of the routine and reminds us that life can indeed be extraordinary in the simplest details, and that is exactly what is on its way to you. Now, it all depends on you. The surprise is ready. The gesture has been planned. The moment is about to happen. What will you do with it? How will you choose to live this moment? Only you can answer that. But no matter what, know that this moment is already special, simply because it is for you. Now that you know something special is about to happen, the main question remains, are you ready to receive it with an open heart? This is not just any surprise. It is a moment that carries profound meaning and has the power to transform not only your day, but also how you view the connections around you. What is coming to you is not just an isolated gesture, but a message, proof that someone has been thinking of you, that your presence in the world is significant, and it is in this gesture that the true beauty lies. It doesn't matter if it comes in the form of words, actions, or something unexpected. What matters is that it was made for you, and that is what makes this moment so unique and powerful. Whatever the format of this surprise, I want you to remember one thing. There are no expectations to meet. You don't need to react perfectly or find the right words. Just live the moment as it is. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to be moved. Because sometimes the most memorable moments occur when we are completely open to what life offers us. Maybe you have felt invisible before. Maybe you thought no one really sees who you are or values what you do. But this gesture is living proof that this is not true. It is a reminder that you matter, that there is someone willing to make an effort to touch your heart in a way that no one else can. And by experiencing this, you not only connect with the person who made this surprise, but also with a part of yourself you may have forgotten, the part that deserves to be loved and valued. When this surprise arrives, and it will arrive, take a deep breath and savor every detail. From the very first moment, feel the effort that was put into every choice, into every small piece of it all, because in the end, it is in the details that love is revealed. Not in grand gestures, but in the little intentions that show someone truly cares. Now I want to invite you to do something. As soon as this special moment happens, come back here. Share with me and with the people who follow this space how it touched you. It doesn't need to be a perfect or long description. Just tell how it made you feel, because your story might be exactly what someone needs to hear to believe in love, kindness, and the power of a sincere gesture. And if something here touched you, if at any moment you felt that these words were made for you, leave your like right now. It is a simple gesture, but it helps spread this message to more people. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now. Here we are creating a space where we talk about what matters, where we explore real feelings, and where each word is intended to inspire you to live moments like this. Finally, remember, the surprise that is coming is not just a gift. It is a symbol of something greater. It is about connection, about affection, about what makes us human, and that deserves to be celebrated. So, live intensely, be present, and then come back here to tell us how it transformed your day. We are waiting for you. Your story matters.